Wait, did you know Shakespeare got remade in Bollywood? Let's rewind to the comedy of errors. It didn't just stay on the British stage, it danced its way into Indian cinema. First up, Dooni, Chaar, 1968. It is a classic comedy of mistaken identities. Then came the fan favorite, Angoor, 1982, by Gulzar. Two pairs of twins, one city. Pure chaos. Quick question. Have you watched either version? Pause here and share your favorite scene in the comments. Going back even further, ever heard of The Boys from Syracuse? This 1938 musical was America's take on the same Shakespeare play, later adapted into a film. That's Shakespeare traveling continents. Now, let's talk Chetan Bhagat. India's most adapted author. Can you match these? 5 Point, someone adapted in the movie 3 Idiots, The 3 Mistakes of My Life, Kai Poche. I guess you've already watched this. Incredible movie, I must say. Half Girlfriend. And yes, the film had the same title. 2 States became 2 States in 2014. All of them made literature, hit the big screen and the box office. But film adaptations aren't just about comedy or college drama. Let's shift the lens to disability in Indian cinema, stories that truly move us. Khamoshi, the musical 1996, A Hearing Daughter, Deaf Parents. Can music break the silence? Iqbal 2005. A deaf and mute boy dreams of playing for India. Have you seen it? Pause and reflect. What does Iqbal say about perseverance? Anyway, let's talk about the movie Fanaa 2006. A blind Kashmiri girl falls for a charming stranger. But is he who he claims to be? Even in fantasy like Pan 2015. Stories show characters pushing past limitations. So, whether it's mistaken twins or silent dreams, Indian films prove that adaptation is more than retelling. It's reimagining, reliving, and reminding us that every story has more than one voice. Here's a surprise. Some of the boldest films about love, identity, and survival didn't begin as screenplays. They were born from books, retold with emotion, grit, and sometimes a Bengal tiger. Let's start with something raw and real. Margarita with a Straw 2015. A young woman with cerebral palsy discovers her voice, her desires, and her freedom. Question for you. What makes the story stand out in a world full of love stories? From Disability to Destiny. Q&A by Vikas Swarup 2005. A quiz show. A slum boy. A twist of fate. It became Slumdog Millionaire in 2008. Won the Oscars. But here's a challenge. Can you name 3 differences between the book and the film? Let's go darker. Maqbool, 2004. Shakespeare's Macbeth, but with guns, betrayal, and the Mumbai underworld. Irfan, Tabu. Pankaj Kapoor. This isn't just adaptation, it's transformation. Pause here. Can you find Lady Macbeth's shadow in Tabu's character? And then, the tale as old as time. Ishaqzaade, 2012. A Romeo and Juliet love story, but in Indian style. Guns blaze, families clash. But what do you think? Is love enough when politics and pride stand in the way? Now, something wild. Literally, Life of Pi by Jan Martel. A boy, a boat, a tiger. What if survival is just another name for storytelling? Ang Lee turned it into cinematic poetry in 2012. Have you read the book or just watched the film? Pause here and tell us what you liked more, the words or the waves. And finally, a quiet, aching masterpiece, The Remains of the Day by Kazuo Ishiguro, an English butler, haunted by missed chances and unspoken words. It became a film in 1993, starring Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson. Now think, can silence ever be louder than confession? All these stories remind us books don't end on paper. They live again in images, in performances, and in every pause that lingers long after the final scene. Do you know? Whatever movie we have discussed here already asked in your UGC NET exam, so no wonder if you might encounter them again in your June exam.